We have made it to 2025, the year of great change. So let's look at what is going on in the cosmos the week of January 6th, 2025. Beginning with Mars in retrograde going back into Cancer. Now Mars is feisty, it's fiery, it's in your face, it likes to get things done, usually with a bit of destruction, just for fun. Cancer is smooth, it's nurturing, it's flowing, it likes to keep things copacetic. You put these two together, you get emotional reactivity. Now on the softer end of things, at the very least, you'll get expressions, passionate expressions of emotion that has been withheld or suppressed. On the more intense end of things, you'll get irrational behavior rooted in emotion that has been suppressed or previously unexpressed. And this is happening in the areas of family and home, also tradition and belonging to the tribe, because these are the areas that are ruled by Cancer. So on a personal level, this gives us an opportunity to look at old patterns, behaviors having to do with these areas of our lives that maybe have been hard to let go of in the past, but they don't serve us, but we have trouble breaking these habits, these patterns. This is an opportunity to finally release them. And if you are doing ancestral work, ancestral healing work, trauma work, this is a really good opportunity to dive into those areas that have been hard to work through, hard to understand, and hard to release. Over the next month and a half, you can really get in there, work through it, do the healing work, and move on. On a global level, we are looking at the collective, the regular people, rising up with a fiery passion and demanding to be heard and to be seen by our rulers, those who are kind of running the show of the globe. And once again, we are speaking to the areas of tradition, the areas of heritage, of belonging, nationality, all of these things being questioned, being looked at, the patterns in these aspects of life, the systems that run these aspects of life being questioned with a feisty and fiery and passionate type of energy that ultimately makes change in an area that usually kind of smoothly flows forward. So we are seeing some of these things right now with some of what's going on here in the United States, and we're going to keep seeing these themes unfold for the next month and a half until Mars moves forward again into Leo. So on January 8th, Mercury moves into Capricorn. Now, Mercury loves being in Capricorn. That's because Mercury, which is usually out there, all airy and kind of abstract and all over the place, gets really grounded when it's in Capricorn. Mercury is an air planet, and it governs the areas of communication and connection with others. That's why travel falls under the umbrella of Mercury things. And Capricorn is an earth sign. It's all about being practical and getting things done in a very systemic and pragmatic way. And so Mercury energy, which can be kind of out there and all over the place, gets funneled into the structure of Capricorn, and it becomes really productive. So this time between January 8th and January 27th is a really good time for business and personal communication success. That includes marketing, that includes business calls, that includes having that difficult conversation with a friend or a family member that you've been avoiding. All of these things are fully supported by Mercury in Capricorn until the end of the month. And finally, on January 11th, we have the nodes moving into the spaces they will occupy for the next 18 months. Now, the nodes, the North Node and the South Node, are not actual planets. They are astrologically calculated points that represent our karmic journey. Now, we're not talking about karma in the sense of if you do this, this will happen. We mean karma in the more traditional sense that the patterns of our lives create certain patterns for our next lives, and the entire evolution of the collective soul follows a certain pattern back to source, back to God, back to original divine energy. And right now we have the nodes shifting into Pisces and Virgo, and the North Node represents where we are going, South Node represents where we are coming from. So we are moving in the direction of Pisces, coming from the direction of Virgo. Now Pisces represents the abstract realms, the intuitive realms, the aspects of existence that are as close to the divine as possible while still not quite being on the level of the divine. But Pisces energy asks us to tap into our intuition, tap into our spirituality, tap into our trust for a higher power, for our trust for God. And essentially the let go and let God motto is what will be coming into fruition over the next 18 months. So we are being called to trust in the divine forces, to trust in nature, to trust in our own divinely guided intuition, and we are being called to step away from the nitty-gritty attachment to the material realm. Now Virgo is an earth sign, and it represents the minutia of physicality, the details of the material realm. Now there's a place for that, obviously, if we are existing in physical reality, but we are overly identified with it. We are codependent with physical reality and with the systems and the details that we have created for ourselves in physical reality. And these 18 months coming up will guide us slightly away from this unhealthy grasping of the material and open up pathways. Now this will look different for different people, but ultimately the journey is to open up pathways to spiritual understanding, to intuitive guidance, to connecting with the divine in whatever way is relevant for you. And so this is a collective journey because we are looking at the collective horoscope here, and we can say that spiritual and intuitive guidance will be a greater theme for the next 18 months than it has been in many, many years. And it'll be interesting to see how this unfolds, because simultaneously we are also becoming more material in our use of technology and the development of AI and stuff like that. But at the same time, the collective soul is being called to elevate towards the higher nature a bit. So let's see how it goes.